Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of the Million Pound Mission Podcast. It's your buddy Adam, the PhD, the previously heavy dude. And this is our special Friday episode. There's no theme music, no long intro, no sponsors. We don't need any of that stuff. It's just me and you rocking it out for about 5 minutes. This is episode number 142, More versus Enough. This is a speaking topic and issue that I've been bringing up with some of my interviews, with my live cast, with just people I'm talking to that are, people whose schedules are very full. And I feel like this is a very important topic in this day and age because I see so many clients dealing with situations where they just feel like they have to always accept the more option. And today, in this quick episode, I just want to challenge you to consider, what does enough mean? What does enough money look like for you? At one point, are you just working to be working more hours? The work situation is where I see people really give into this the most, where I've got clients that have been crushing it, doing a great job with their transformation, really dedicated to it, and then they keep on saying yes at work. And that means more time, less time for themselves, more reasons to not eat healthy, and just it's a downward spiral. So we have to sit and ask ourselves, what are the areas where you have to say enough? And I've been personally struggling with this just a little bit with my schedule. And I finally, this month, I've kind of put my foot in the ground a little bit and said, hey, I have to get this together. There are certain things, certain ground rules that I have to abide by. And that's just the way it is. And I'll tell you a quick story with the podcast. A situation came up where I had a guest that I was really wanting to have on the show, and they're a big name. They're probably the biggest name I would have had on the show, and I've been chasing that person down for back and forth for a couple of months, and we finally get them scheduled. And I'm not gonna say who it is because it's not a big deal, but I mean it was a big deal to me. But I don't, no negativity at all. And we get them scheduled, and then I realize, damn, that's the week that I'm committed to a work-free zone, family-focused zone with a vacation. I'm not going to be in town. So after all that mess, I had made a commitment to my family. I made a commitment to not work. I made a commitment to myself. So I had to email that person's team. I didn't have any actual interaction with that person themselves. I was dealing with their team and their assistants and da-da-da-da, how it is with fancy folks. So I had to email the team and say, hey, I got to reschedule this. And they're like, well, this is kind of an hour never. There's a launch going on. They are doing these shows because of that. We can't promise that this is going to happen if you don't do it on this specific date. And I said, well, I'm out. I made a commitment to my family. I'm out. And I couldn't, in that moment, I had to say enough. I said, and I couldn't accept just more. Just figure it out. Just, find a way. Just hustle, hustle your way through it. Because eventually, I've damaged my health enough by just doing more hours, more stress, more responsibilities, more work. And we have to start thinking along the lines of what's enough? What are enough hours? When is it the law of diminishing returns? You're working so many hours that it starts to negatively impact all the other areas of your life. And that sucks. That's a bummer place to be. So that's the question I want you to consider. What area of your life do you feel like you're just stacking on more and more and more, and it's leaving you with less time for the very, very important things like our health, ourselves, our mental health, our families, those important relationships. So consider more versus enough this week. That is your quick action step tip of the week with our Friday episode. And that, my friends, is how we get out there. That's how we own it. Every meal, every workout, every day. I will see you on the next episode.